a self-propelled M7 105mm howitzer that's recently come ashore. A self-propelled howitzer is a tracked vehicle that looks something like a tank, but it has an open top. With its powerful 105mm gun and great mobility, the M7 is perfect for heavy fire support of infantry on the move. When the howitzer Truscott calls for arrives at the Kasbah, it unloads on the gates from point-blank range.
It just bounced right off.
Finally, the general radios for assistance from Navy bombers. They swoop in and rock the Kasbah with high explosives.
The American Army was able to get up in time to go ahead and breach these walls before the French knew what was happening, before they could recover from the concussion from the bombing itself out there.
The Americans rush inside, and the French surrender immediately. Later, when the 60th Infantry totals its losses from the two-day struggle for the Kasbah, some 225 men are dead or missing. The capture of Port Leone has been costly. Several dozen miles south, in Fadala, Patton is glad to hear of the fall of the Kasbah and the capture of the airfield. But the main prize for the overall Moroccan landing is still Casablanca, 6 miles south of him. Patton immediately prepares for a crushing assault on the city. But just before the attack is set to kick off, the French call it quits. Patton is pleased.
He's a Francophile. He hates the thought of fighting the French. He cares deeply about suffering France as a consequence of the German occupation. It pains him to have fought them for the last 3 days. Extends relatively easy terms. He shows a kind of bonhomie that the French appreciate.
Then Patton ends the meeting with one final request, that the French officers join him in a drink to the occasion. Later, Patton grumbles in a cable to General Dwight Eisenhower. They drank $40 worth of champagne, but it was worth it. Operation Torch has been bloody, but it's been a success. Patton has taken Casablanca, while Oran and Algiers are also safely in Allied hands. But Patton is also disappointed. He's had little opportunity to display his true talent as a commander. He writes to his wife Beatrice on November 14th. Unfortunately, I did not get a chance to distinguish myself, except not to lay down a couple of times when we got strafed. But we have made such a good start that I think we must surely go on. In the struggle for North Africa, things will only get tougher from here. Soon, Patton will be facing much larger numbers of enemy troops, both Italians and Germans. And the deadly showdown with Rommel at Kasserine Pass is looming. Patton and his British counterparts know they're in for the fight of their lives. They'll have to push their men hard if they're going to kick the Axis forces off the African continent once and for all.